The helicopter's trying to come to me. Oh, one of their jets just took off.
There's a recon on one of those posts. Let me see if I can hit this.
Yeah, I'd help you.
Yeah, I just disabled one.
How are we winning this much?
Oh!
Oh, you got
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Doom49 here, bringing you a little post-commentary in the Bootcamp series. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about the PP2000. Now, a lot of people don't use this weapon. They end up using other weapons, and generally not this weapon. But I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can actually be pretty dominant with a pretty simple-to-use weapon. And there's a couple of tricks to using this weapon. Now, first of all, it's actually only really good in close-quarter combat. It's not good at all for long-range combat. So you're actually going to end up wasting a lot of bullets, and you're better off using a rifle. Now, as it is, what you want to do, even in a close-range combat, is you want to click shoot your shots. Now, it may sound like I'm going full automatic, but I'm actually just click shooting as quick as I can, or in other words, tap shooting. So just keep clicking your trigger finger to get those shots off as quick as possible. But the other thing I want to point out to you guys is the area you want to aim at. And you generally have to aim at the neck or the head. I mean, anybody will tell you this for any weapon. But the beauty about this weapon, and like I said, why you need to tap, is that when you aim it at the head and you start tapping, it's actually very accurate. As opposed to other weapons where you end up spraying, or even if you try to tap the head, there's this spread pattern on the weapon, and it just ends up not really hitting the head so much. But right now you're going to see me using the Claymore, and a lot of people don't use this, or some people do in a troll situation, I would say, but it's actually really good for defensive measures. And I'll show you right now in this clip right here that I'm going to switch it up to, where it's actually really good in the defensive measure. And you can see right here, I'm playing, trying to get that alpha objective. I'm going in right there. The first thing I do is I go right there and plant the MCOM and get the Claymore down. Now this whole point is that in case I die, because it's really hectic with enemies around here, that Claymore is going to give me that cover. And that first kill right there was a Claymore kill. Now I'm running out there, and you can see right there I got taken out. So I was really in the battle real close behind enemy lines. Managed to actually get the MCOM planted and put the Claymore. So it acts as a second measure to take out the enemy. And pretty much it's kind of like using the C4, where you throw the C4 on the MCOM, but now with the new patch, you won't be able to do that, where you plant the C4, die, and be able to trigger it off. So the Claymore actually works really effective that way, and you can see we took that MCOM. Now I want to talk to you guys about the for the color vision blind people. What you can do is you can go to your options right here that I'm doing right here, and you can actually turn it on. And when you go back in game, the colors end up changing for everybody that's not colorblind. And I'm not colorblind, but it actually looks really good in game. It looks your teammates end up looking blue and the enemy end up looking red. But the way they made it is that you can actually read your teammates' names, and the colors aren't so I guess neon light wise and hard to see. But anyway, getting into the gameplay, you can see on a long-range shot, even click shooting, there's a lot of shots I need to take off to get the enemy. It's not that easy to take out the enemy, and you got to really control that recoil. So pulling your mouse down to the bottom left corner actually makes it, in a diagonal action, bottom left corner will actually control that recoil a lot easier. This is just something I've noticed with this weapon, and click shooting the heck out of enemies ends up working the best. But don't get me wrong, this weapon is only designed for close range. Don't expect to use this on a long range situations that I mentioned earlier. And it actually, the reason why I like this weapon a lot and why I'm actually making this commentary, because a lot of people might say, well, why not just use a rifle overall, because it can kill long range and close range. The weapon will win in a one-on-one against a rifle. It's just how it is. If you got the first shot off and you're aiming in the right area, you're going to get that kill regardless if the enemy with the rifle is aiming in the right area against you. And you can see right here I'm doing it real nice using this weapon to take out these enemies. Now pay attention to this part. I don't see this enemy to the right. He manages to get the shot off on me before I can get the hit on him. So he had the first hit. So don't assume that he's using the rifle. He got me. He took me out easily. It's if I had that shot on him first, I would have taken him out. But of course he had the shot on me first, and he took me out. Now in general, this weapon works perfect. You're not going to lose a gunfight if you're aiming at the enemy. You're going to always win it. And even against that enemy on the right that took me out earlier, I didn't even get a single shot off on him. And he managed to get 3 or 4 before I could get my crosshair on him. So anyway, yeah, you guys should definitely start using this weapon rather than hogging up on the M16A3 and the AEK. You know, everybody uses that. But anyway, guys, that sums it up here. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you around.
Yeah, I took out the chopper.
What to see, dude?
Well,
I killed that guy, dude.
Yeah, I killed 3 of the 4.
Damn it.
Wait, he was way over here? What?
Yeah, he put
What?
C4 on, then I hopped out and killed him.
I go back to me. Well, guess I'm not.
Yeah, I spotted an enemy soldier, over.
I wish I had fucking bird seed for tanks.
Whoa, I drove him over. I fucking
Nice.
drove him over.
Nice.
Wait.
Yeah, we lost.